als zijn de God Mode dingetje, geen casino penthouse nodig voor deze glitch. Je moet hem dus in de normale parkeergarage zetten. Vervolgens loop je naar binnen en dan ga je naar het casino toe. De reden dat je geen weaponized vehicle gaat gebruiken is omdat je hem anders niet in deze parkeergarage kan parkeren. Dus dat is de reden dat we een normale auto mee hebben genomen en die hier in een parkeergarage hebben gezet. Vervolgens lopen we naar deze vriendelijke man en dan gaan we voor de balie staan dat we linksboven de optie hebben om het menu in te gaan van hem. Maar dat gaan we nog niet doen. We gaan eerst de Gerald job starten. Dus Ron, Simeon of Gerald, ik gebruik Gerald. Je start alleen de job op, je hoeft verder niets te doen. Vervolgens klik je 1 keer op R1 om naar de online leaderboard te gaan. Dus je klikt op R1, ga je online leaderboard. Dan zit je hier en dan kan je op je rechterpijltje van je controle klikken. Dus je rechterpijltje van je D-pad. En dan krijg je het menu van de guest service. Ga dan naar parking garage. Als je daar blijft hangen bij parking garage, kan je vervolgens de job afsluiten. Let op, daar moet staan parking garage en niet je eigen persoonlijke garage. Je moet ook nog niet de auto aanvragen. Je doet gewoon de job sluiten en je bleef als laatste boven die parking garage aan. Nu gaan we de volgende stap doen. Ja, er komen wat stappen kijken. Nu gaan we de blauwe Lester invite accepteren. Terwijl we hier voor de balie staan. Je zal zien, er gebeurt vervolgens helemaal niks. Ook dat is helemaal goed. Dus de blauwe Lester invite even geopend. Vervolgens gaan we ons registreren als CEO. Let op, wacht er even mee. Nu komt er even een tricky dingetje. Want je moet je registreren als CEO, maar tegelijkertijd moet je ook op je rechterpijltje van je controle klikken. Dus blijf de rechterpijltje inklikken, terwijl je meerdere keren kruisje achter elkaar inklikt. Dus rechterpijltje blijven inklikken, klik, 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 klik. En het kruisje accepteren van de dingetjes. Dus kruisje, kruisje, kruisje. En terwijl de tijd rest. Als je dat goed hebt gedaan en je bent snel genoeg geweest. Hij is niet moeilijk hoor, hij is niet moeilijk. Maar dan sta je hier dus onder de map. Dan sta je weer onder de map. Ja, dan voel je alweer aan wat je moet doen. We kunnen niet rijden, maar we kunnen alleen even uit het voertuig stappen. We zullen vervolgens door de map heen vallen. En als we zo dadelijk op de map staan, zijn we in God Mode. Jullie hebben toch niet onder mijn rok zitten kijken? Wat zijn jullie een stelletje viespeuken dat jullie onder mijn rok kijken? Baba, nee, de God Mode die werkt, jazeker. Kijk, is lekker man. Hey, we zitten dus in dit geval in een publieke sessie. Maar ja, als je dit gebruikt om je vriendje te helpen, dan doe je dat gewoon lekker in een invite-only sessie. Ga het lekker je vriendje de hele...
Nog wacht en ik... aan het rad gedraaid. Ik weet nog niet of dat kan. Ja, ik denk dat ik dat zo even ga doen, ja. Hallo. Ja, ik ben lekker aan het glitchen. Ik heb al 4 miljoen verdiend. Die moet je dan even uitleggen, oké? Nee, ik praat niet tegen jou. Zeg maar hoe die video dan heet. Dan moet je even uitleggen hoe de glitch werkt. Of stuur, zeg maar gewoon hoe de video heet. Oké, tot zo. Glitch. Outleagu. Outleagu.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll get there as soon as I can.
Ik ga hem straks even kijken. Wat is dus deze? Even kijken, hoe heet die? How to win. Ik heb hem niet. Ik kijk zoveel weer reacties en ik
So that is easily the most grandest of prizes from the Lucky Wheel, is being able to win the podium car. And the opening week was actually the brand new True Body Track Supercar. The past 2 weeks, it's still been some nice vehicles with the Turismo Classic, and currently when I'm making this video, the Infernus Classic. But regardless, getting a free vehicle is nice. Now, unfortunately, you can't turn that around and make profit. If you were to try to take that to any one of the vehicle auto body shops or LSC, you'd only be able to sell it for like a fraction of the price, like $5,000. So it's not really worth it for that, but it is worth it to get a free vehicle. And a lot of the cars on the list, which we'll actually go over the full one in a little bit, are, you know, millions of dollars, which is really, really cool. But anyways, getting back to the topic at hand, how you can guarantee that you will always land on the podium vehicle every single time. And it's actually a method that I stumbled across the other day. I saw a particular post on the Grand Theft Auto Online subreddit. I don't know who the original founder of this is or who was the first one to discover this, but apparently it's called the 4-second method. And basically what happens is once your character initiates the opportunity to spin the lucky wheel, you wait 4 seconds and then spin it. So I'll give you a better idea of what I'm talking about here. So when your character goes up to spin the lucky wheel, if you don't actually spin it, you'll sort of get kicked off. The same thing happens if you actually grab the lucky wheel but then don't initiate the spin. Your character will get kicked off. Now, one very important thing to note about this before you begin, you want to make sure you're starting with a clean lucky wheel. I mean that this is only going to work if you are in a fresh lobby or an invite-only session where the lucky wheel has not been spun. So do not try this in a public session where multiple people or even your other friends or crew members could have spun the lucky wheel, because if you do that, it's going to throw the order way out of balance. In order to check if you've got a clean lucky wheel, you'll notice that you're starting directly on clothing. So every time you go into an invite-only session or a fresh lobby, you should notice that the lucky wheel has clothing right at the top, and if that's the case, you should be good to go in order to spin. And by the way, I'm doing this on one of my secondary characters because when I found this out, I realized that I had already done my lucky wheel spins for the day, and I really didn't want to wait 24 hours to test this out. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I was pretty skeptical about this. I was thinking to myself, there's no way this is actually going to work, or this is going to be one of those tricks that like works for everyone else but doesn't work for me. So what I did is I went up to the lucky wheel and I actually pulled out my iPhone and I opened up my stopwatch app so that I knew that I was going to wait 4 seconds on the dot. And so what I actually did is I went up to the lucky wheel, and as soon as in the top left-hand corner I saw that little indicator that says use the left thumbstick to spin, I waited 4 seconds. And as soon as the 4 seconds were up on my stopwatch, I spun the wheel. And you guys can see just how slow my character spins the wheel. Like, it doesn't even go around for basically a full rotation. And wouldn't you know that it perfectly lands on the vehicle. I was shocked. I couldn't believe this, that this trick actually works. And it's a way to guarantee that you will land on the podium vehicle every single time. And as you guys can see there, I unlocked the Infernus Classic. The background of the Diamond Casino and Resort completely changed with golden confetti. There was a little notice on the intercom, and Tom Connor sent me a text message congratulating me on my brand new vehicle. How cool is that? And like I mentioned, because I'm doing this on my secondary character, I had never owned a personal vehicle before, so this is the first time in which I had actually unlocked the mechanic. And I went over to Mr. Tom Connors at the desk, and sure enough, you guys can see there that I have won the current podium vehicle, which is the Infernus Classic. How awesome is that? So again, to quickly recap, what you have to do is you have to spin the lucky wheel, but before you do that, you have to wait 4 seconds once your character actually grabs onto the wheel and the game tells you that you can spin to win. So again, I am completely shocked that this millions of dollars on a brand new vehicle. Now what's interesting, and we've talked about this in previous videos, once you actually return to the Diamond Casino and Resort after winning the car, it's gone. Like, there's no longer going to be a vehicle on the podium, which is kind of interesting. I do actually like the look of, you know, the podium car being there, so it is going to be interesting that there's nothing there. Now, I do think I got a little bit lucky that I was able to get that on my first try, because I loaded up on my PC account and I ended up going to my secondary character there, and I wanted to try the exact same thing, and I was close but didn't actually get it. So you guys can see that I tried the exact same thing here, where I waited 4 seconds and it looked like it was going to work, but it stopped just short on RP. So maybe I was like a fraction of a second too quick or too slow, but you guys can see there that it works. It gets you that close to the vehicle. Now, in this instance, if you are unsatisfied with the $15,000 RP, what you could do is close your application, reload into the game, and simply try it again. That's the beautiful thing about the Lucky Wheel, is that if you're unhappy with your selection, you can pretty much get unlimited spins by closing your application.
Oké,
It's
ik ga
actually
ik zo
something
even
relatively
proberen.
easy to do that you can accomplish on Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC. So if you did have a scenario like myself where you get close but no cigar, you can just reload again and try the exact same method. But overall, I have seen people having insane amounts of success with this. Now, in case you guys are wondering what the upcoming vehicles are going to be for the podium car, well, we've seen 3 of them so far: the Truffade Thrax, the Turismo Classic, and the Infernus Classic. Well, the vehicles that are supposed to appear on the list that haven't been revealed yet are the Armored Paragon R from the brand new update, the Jester Classic, the Schlagen GT, the Taipon, the Nero, the Gauntlet Classic, the Stafford, Mamba, and the Swinger. So there's a handful of new DLC cars on there, like the Thrax, Armored Paragon R, the Gauntlet Classic, and then there's a handful of vehicles from some of the more recent updates, like the Stafford and the Swinger. And then there's some older cars like the Nero and the Mamba, which we've had in the game for a bit. So there's 12 cars that can technically be put on the podium. I guarantee you that Rockstar is going to go through all of them, and then they will likely just repeat the list over and over and over again. So even though it might take a couple of months before the vehicle you want actually gets on the podium, you can use this trick to basically guarantee that you will get that vehicle for free if you don't already own it. And even if you already do own one of the vehicles, it's a great opportunity to grab another one and potentially customize it in a different or more unique way that you haven't done in the past. Now, I also don't know if Rockstar will be adding newer vehicles to the podium. Those 12 vehicles that I just listed for you guys are the ones that were added in the casino update, but who's to say that in future DLCs, or heck, maybe even Rockstar could do this with a background update, that they could decide to put other vehicles on the podium too. Now, don't get too crazy thinking, that Rockstar might put the Batmobile up there or some other crazy vehicle. Number one, I think they want it to make sense with the theme of the casino being, this luxurious place to gamble and a resort. But also number two, Rockstar's limited by the space of the podium. So they obviously wouldn't want to make it awkward with a vehicle, sticking out of the sides, clipping through NPCs. That would just look a little bit unprofessional.
De Ice Skinny Latte van Douwe Egberts. Voor wanneer je voor skinny niet hoeft te skippen. Lekker hoor.
The top 10 worst purchases in G. Then this video should be a good guide. It does nothing. There's no purpose for it in the game. So I would say that is still the worst purchase in the game. But since I mentioned that in that video, we're gonna talk about some new stuff, for the most part. So number 10, and these really aren't in a particular order, but we're just gonna list them anyway. The Luxor Deluxe and the Swift Deluxe, the gold plane and the gold helicopter. I really don't know what Rockstar were thinking when they added these to the game. I mean, I think they were originally added because at the time everyone had billions of dollars because of mods, and they, I guess, wanted to make some sort of vehicle for those people to buy, but they just don't make any sense. They are the most expensive item, well, the plane is at least. It's the most expensive vehicle in the game at $10 million, and it does nothing. The worst part about it is that not only does it cost a lot, but you can't go into passive mode, even though these aren't attack vehicles. So, especially now when in the air there's so many different aircraft, if you fly one of these things, you're gonna get killed because you can't go into passive mode and you can't put flares on it. So the gold plane and the gold heli are probably one of the worst things you could buy in the game. Next up, I would say the MC businesses that aren't cocaine. The document forgery, the weed, the meth, I don't know what the other one is, but they are all horrible. At least with cocaine, you get a decent amount of money per hour, but the other ones, you don't make enough money to even justify purchasing them. It costs so much money to run those businesses, and you barely get anything out of it, and it takes so long to complete. So if you're looking for ways to make money, whatever you do, do not buy any of the businesses apart from the cocaine business. The next one, speaking of businesses, I would say these small and medium warehouses from the first CEO update. Those are horrible purchases as well. The way that business works is the more crates you have, the more money you
Oké, Yannick, ik zit nu in... Ik weet niet of je nog kijkt, maar...
crates, which I think turns into like 2.5 small and the medium ones, you only get, I think it's... Wat zeg je? Wat zeg je?
Oh, er is weer iemand aan het kijken. Had jij ook money glitches gedaan? Ja, ik zie je. Ja, ik had jou toegevoegd als vriend, zodat ik jou kon joinen voor die dupe glitch van de Easy. Want ik ga... kan je me zeg maar helpen, want telkens als ik die glitch heb gedaan, dan moet ik find ik een nieuw session, alleen daar staat een error en dan kan ik de glitch niet meer doen. Hoe kan ik dat zeg maar oplossen? Weet jij hoe dat moet? Dus telkens als ik dan de glitch heb gedaan, dus die heeft gewerkt, alleen dan wil ik een nieuwe sessie zoeken, alleen dan doe ik dat en dan moet je mijn game weer opnieuw opstarten, zeg maar. Heb jij dat ook? Want hij legt niet uit hoe je dat dan soort van kan doen of zo. Oké, ja, ik ga hem straks ook weer proberen. Maar ik wil nu even deze soort. Oké. Hij lukte bijna, maar... Ik ga de glitch weer proberen. Kijk, ik ga hem weer proberen. Kijken of die lukt. Volgens mij, ik denk dat ik hem verkeerd heb gedaan. Oh Yannick, ik moet meer over mijn GTA weer opnieuw opstarten. Dus dan ga ik gelijk weer live. Ja, wel dicht. Ik ga wel even mijn GTA opnieuw opstarten, dus dan ben ik zo terug.